Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Advanced Wars by Web replay. Spawn on top left side as the, what's this called again? Azure Asteroid Drake. We got Tamiyo, I think. Spawn on bottom right side as the Black Hole Kindle. We got Meevin, or Meevin. There's two E's. How do I pronounce two E's again in this name? Either way, this is a Fog of War map. It is triple base, single airport. We do also have a port here, probably just meant to refuel and rearm the black boat that's already existing. There is a shore there, so it's not meant for naval combat units. If you do somehow build a battleship there and it becomes useful, something either gone very wrong or very right. Either way, let's see, other things to cover. Drake has, of course, +1 movement range for naval units, which I don't think matters on this map. Yeah, it has full movement there as opposed to, I can't click on it because it's not his turn. I'm pretty sure that does not matter. Plus 10% defense probably won't matter. Areas get minus 30% attack, which is quite significant. And of course, can unaffected by rain. Kindle is the urban terrain specialist, plus 40% damage while attacking from urban property. Everything listed there is urban property, nothing more, nothing less. It's something I sort of view as a retaliation tool. After all, if you have a tank on top of a city, it gets hit, you pull it back, put another tank there, get a boost strike, and effectively one-shot whatever is remaining of the other tank. By the way, let's go ahead and get started. Of course, just an early capturing game, and I realized I haven't opened my drink. My apologies for this as well. There are also two comm towers on this map as well, both easy securable. Is my microphone working? Yes. I just had a moment of panic, like, oh, is my microphone working? Because at times I don't check my microphone, it's not working. Got lots of infantry there. We will have an early transport copter by Kindle. There is appears to be a good number of properties on this map. I haven't really counted the number of properties. She can make use of the lab for her superpower. That's about it, as well as her day-to-day power. And something I usually like to do is open the CO chart on my other computer, so I just have an eye on it. My apologies. Just in case I want to look up things, because I always look at exact values. For example, Kindle's urban property does have plus 40% in firepower, whereas day-to-day, while it does do 80%, then 130% in power and superpower. You now have two takes on the field by Drake. Kindle has pulled out a recon. Drake's tanks are completely and utterly ordinary, which is perfectly fine. You just don't like to see weaker tanks. Right now, Drake does have 11 properties captured. Kindle has 9, so slight economic advantage, but we've got a big round of capturing there. There's still one more there, so she captured up 6 more properties this turn, plus the comm tower. Got double tank there. I'm not really going in depth of the capturing order of the players because I don't really know how to. There's so many maps in this game, and plus I don't play, so I can't give you any advice on what would be a good capturing order on these maps. If you're interested in the capturing order, I recommend you can slow down the game and take a look. No offense. I just don't think I can give you a good summary of it. How then, oh, he captured that property. He captured that property. We've got double recon and tank there, so good. Kindle's got 3 recons in the field. That is maybe a little bit too much. There's a lot of roads here. You can easily get out of base and quickly storm and support the front line. So getting the front line is not a huge issue for them. Only a small number of planes here. It's got a forest here, slows them down, so a little bit harder to get up north. So tanks would be better to send up north. And additionally, with the forest there and not good path up there, so northern and southern route is the weak side, if more or less weaker, not necessarily a weak side. But Drake does have now 2 tanks here. Kindle has the 1, which was out of vision range, and we're going to see the retaliation effect there. Gets a good strike there. There's off the infantry unit, because now we're going to see the boosted Kindle strike onto this tank. Though she may not do if the other tank nearby. She'll need to get the other reinforcing tanks. She'll get a great boost strike, but the counterattack would be quite significant, so she may not do it, but we may see it. Guess we'll find out. And we will see it doing 7 points of damage. Let's take a quick look. Hello, Andy and Andy. It says good spot there. Yeah, good enough. Let's see, so she needs basically a max luck or high luck roll in order to get 8 points of damage. But that is quite significant because usually by default, that's about 5 points of damage. And that was 7 points of damage. Quite a significant boost there. She does also have Calm Tower as well, so that's plus 50% firepower in total. And I think as well, if Drake pulls back this tank and get this other tank to engage from here, she has another tank to get another boosted strike. This is why I consider this urban property a bonus as a retaliation tool, which does have other purposes as well, but I think it does most work in retaliation. Does get trapped on the infantry unit there. Decides to pull back the tanks. Overall, that was a good call. We got potentially 3 tanks in this region for Kindle, though 1 is still in transit. This infantry unit is out of range. Does get trapped there. Does get a little bit shot there. Decides not to engage the tank. That's probably a good idea. Recon the area. Provide some, reconnaissance. And she has her own infantry unit there on the forest, so she knows that forest is clear. Heading up north, got a recon here versus recon. Does spot the recon. Oh, that must have been a pretty high luck roll there. Get our booster strike there. Battlecopter infantry tank. Battlecopters do get supported by the urbanized terrain as well. There's some damage there. Got more properties being captured. Right now, Drake has 19. Kindle has 20. Slight economic advantage. And will increase. Anti-air deployed on the field. Very nice. Jenny won an anti-air by no later than day 10 deployed on the field. Battlecopter infantry recon. Kindle doesn't have an anti-air, but she does have battlecopter engaged with battlecopter. Good strike there. Finish it off. No boosted strike can be obtained. Does get trapped there. Does get a strike there. Taking some shots there. A little bit risky, honestly. She only sees 1 tank. Gotta be careful of an ambush of tanks. She does have 3 in total. Drake has 2.5. Kindle is lacking some assets up here. Bring some tanks there. Very good. She only has a recon at the moment. Battlecopter head up north. And that booster strike allowed that infantry unit to get 1 point retaliation as well. Trying to flip some properties. There's only 1 party. Technically 2 properties are despicable neutrals: the city and the lab. The lab not important unless it's Kindle's superpower and day to day. But being captured is only mattered for her superpower. Provides no income. So Kindle does have 3,000 income, which is nice. Does have 25,000. She could go for a Neo tank and bunch of infantry this turn, or maybe a bomber. I'm not sure. Taking up would be a great idea. Would be a fun idea. Doesn't mean it's a good idea. Gets a booster strike. Does know the tank there, so she will send the tank in there. The tank is on the property, so we'll perhaps take 5 points of damage, get heal up to 7, and retaliate and probably win the fight. So it can win the duel with this tank, especially thanks to her retaliation capability. Battlecopter is heading up north. Nice little boost there. Medium tank, so no bomber. Goes medium tank, infantry. No medium, or no Neo, no bomber. Drake has a medium tank out of the field as well. And Kindle has 5 tanks out here. That's quite a bit. Get some decent damage there. Interrupt the capture has her Urban Blight now. Let's see. Would interrupt this capture and give her massive boosted strikes from this property. Or at least a boosted strike. And possibly from here as well. She won't get much global damage done. But I think it'll be worth it just for the boosted strike capability. Pulls back up right there. Yeah, I think it'll be a good idea to pop the... Of course, it'll be hard to boost off of this. No, the 3 damage there is the ability to take it out. Will we see Urban Blight? Let's find out. A little bit extra power charge. Get the free kills there. That she does not need the plus 10 the effects of the power. Is a good idea. Squeezing out with this extra power charge is actually vital. Always try to squeeze as much power charge before popping power. Pops it. Wounds this one. Be easy break from these tanks, and then the retaliation damage will be massive. Takes that one out, and now she has plus 80% firepower from the property, plus 10% of the comm tower, and additional 10% for activating power. So right now, her off of property, she gets a total plus 100% firepower, so she should be able to one-shot even tanks on planes. Yep. Meevin better get a first strike on the tank, honestly. Does do it right there. Could get a booster strike onto this recon. Use the recon. Booster strike from the recon infantry. Okay. And allows her not to strike the tank. Just ignore the fog of war bugs. That is perfectly in visual range. I think it would have been better to take out the tank there or not put a round into it. But she does need something to stop the battle copter, which is probably out of vision range. So this battle copter will cause some issues. But she has a pretty good swarm of tanks. We could see a tsunami to cause issues. Of course, got a bit of global damage there. Forced repair, including the black boat, which is actually quite nice. Repairing the black boat is not necessary, but mandatory because it's on top of the port. Takes the battle copter there. Excuse me. Pops the superpower, manages to squeeze up the typhoon, and this will do a lot of damage. And squeeze out with the last strike, looks like. Ends the turn of 110. Kindle will start the turn 93. There was effect about, well, 30,000 damage from that typhoon. Takes a strike then on the anti-air. Good strike there. Could have got a booster strike from the battlecopter onto the tank, but try to get as much damage on the anti-air, looks like. Of course, things on the factories will consume repairs. Takes off that unit there. The battlecopter is still going to cause some issues. Medium tank just gets a bit of repairs there. Anti-air infantry puts the T-copter on the airport. And it says 13 fuel is not a whole lot. It's been getting good usage either way. Drake's turn. Kindle ended the turn of 101. Drake will start the turn of 100, so it looks like he's starting to pull ahead. Actually, she ended the turn with 10,000 in the bank. Okay, she's saving up for something. Maybe medium, maybe Neo, maybe bomber. Does not take out that tank there. Kindle is slowly whittled down. A lot of her stuff did get quite wounded thanks to Typhoon. The Typhoon really turned around down south. Takes out the anti-air. Artillery piece push way forward. Yep, she does another thing that she can knock out the anti-air. Up here, it can still go either way. Both players have some assets. This tank get on top of this property, get a boost strike onto the other tank, which will be 3 health versus 3 health. Kindle's turn. She's pretty close to an Urban Blight. Don't know if that's going to be useful. She still has a 3,000 income lead, which is very nice. She starts the turn with 23,000, so she got a lot of repairs. So she had 10,000 bank left over, but yet looks like a lot of repairs happened. Interrupts the capture there. Medium tank pushes way forward. Keep the battlecopter safe from the opponent's battlecopter. Bit of repairs there. Gets booster strike there. Finish off the infantry. Urban Blight is available. Could be worth it to save it. Wait until she needs to use the booster strikes. It's easy for Drake to play off the around properties, but there's so many properties in this map, it's actually somewhat hard to play around. You not only can't be on top of, you can't be adjacent to it. Get some good strikes there. We've got, of course, Drake's medium tank now engaging. Artillery, anti-air tank. Good strikes there. Couple good hits there. Takes out the recon. Pops the power. The Urban Blight looks like they got a bit of damage to this anti-air. Of course, stuff back there. This goes for a stealth. Okay. Once Drake sees a stealth, he needs to pop his power. Didn't see the stealth, pops the power. So this stealth will get refueled and repaired. It's a good strike there. Got some repairs onto the stealth now. Does go ahead and hide there. He can refuel it with the black boat. A stealth can hit everything, barring submerged subs. Good strike hit on the battlecopter. Medium tank does fall back, 9 health, so nothing too significant. Of course, the Drake medium tank is still here as well. Anti-air infantry recon. Drake right now has 20,000 in funds. Kindle ended the turn of 112. Drake starts with 112 with 20,000, so they're effectively back down day to day, with Drake probably having a slight advantage at the moment. Does get a good strike on the column tower. And Drake's pulling back here. Tank infantry. It's 5,000 in the bank. Stealth. And maybe good idea for the black boat to refuel the stealth. The stealth probably should attack the battlecopter. Have the... Actually, let's see. Can get on top of the comm tower. Fire on the battlecopter. Then resupply with the black boat. Knocks out. I wonder, how much damage does a boosted strike from a stealth does to a battlecopter? A lot. And of course, the black boat can refuel it. And this should raise some flags on for Drake. He does have enough income for a fighter. At 20,000 income, plus his 5,000 in the bank. He should probably go for fire to help deal with the stealth. Because right now the stealth can only be stopped by missiles, fighters, and other stealths. Of course, it can be surrounded by units, or should I say targets, which may not be a real possibility. Possibly, though, surrounded with infantry, 1 health infantry, and the anti-air, but the 1 health infantry can easily be broken. Start for turn with 24,000. We'll probably need to pull out a fighter and triple infantry. There's some good artillery strikes there. Trying to block the anti-air or the stealth, but double recon battlecopter infantry, so he's just going to eat the stealth. He's probably have to pop his tsunami as often as he can, but the black boat can help fix that issue. Now I get fuel, ammo, and also repair that 1 point of damage. Stealth probably should attack the anti-airs to allow the battlecopter more free reign over the region. Plus, that would be a boosted strike. How much would a boosted strike do to, it doesn't one-shot it. Decides to knock out the artillery piece, get a good shot there. Urban Blight cannot be brought on in. Goes for an APC down there. I don't think he really needs an APC with the black boat available. Kindle's medium tank is on the region, plus Drake's medium tank as well. Since the medium tank showed up, neither side's been hyper aggressive down there. And looks like I'm gonna try to surround the stealth once again. Possibly could do with the 3 health anti-air. Surround the stealth, but they've of course got this tank here. Let's see. Take out this, then maybe take out the infantry if possible, then use a boost strike onto this anti-air somehow. It'll probably have to be the battlecopter to take out the anti-air, then maybe the anti-air can take out the infantry there, and then use the tank, get a boost strike onto the anti-air. That's probably what I'll do. I'm assuming just one moment. Yep, with plus additional +10/+10 for activating the power. That's how I think Kindle should play. Does use the Urban Blight. Let's see. Gets a good strike there. Maybe the anti-air can finish off. Does. Good strike there. Medium tank is in range of the medium tank, but it's just out of vision range. Spots it. Knocks out the tank. It gets a good shot there in the anti-air, or the artillery. Making great headway down there. Artillery get a good shot on the tank, medium tank, but that's about it. Good strike there. Anti-air's in range. Oh, use the infantry unit. Perfectly fine. I was thinking anti-air, but that works fine as well. Knocks it out. Now the anti-air can help break out the stealth. Great strike there. Maybe the stealth can hit one of these more valuable targets. Use the stealth to engage the infantry. I sort of disagree with that. I thought maybe striking the artillery piece would have been better. Maybe worried about something popping up over here. Urban Blight does damage these units. Still no counter to the stealth. Does get good strike on the medium tank, as I thought. That tank strike did not go well now, did it? Yeah, the counterattack damage from the boosted Urban Blight is quite devastating. There's a superpower. And now the stealth is down to 11 fuel, can fall back to... Wait, it'll burn like 8 fuel this turn, right? Something ridiculous. How much fuel does a stealth burns each turn? It's like extraordinarily high, does it? It's not 11 fuel. Wait, it's like 5 fuel per turn plus 7, right? Will it crash this turn? Would it be able to reach the black boat? It's like it just needs 3 move, or it just needs 2 move to get over to the comm tower to get resupplied by the black boat. But it may actually crash. It ends the turn with, okay, it does burn, let's see, 8 fuel each turn. Got it. I always forget to get the exact amounts. We don't see stealth all too often. I always forget exactly how much day to day. I just know in my mind it's logged as super high. I thought it was like 5 day to day plus an extra 7 per turn. But it has enough fuel to get back to the black boat. It can move right there and put a shot on the anti-air at 0 fuel, and now it's 16 with 9 health. And plus, it started next turn, the black boat can get another pair onto it, getting it up to 10 fuel. Good strike from 2 health. Takes out the infantry unit there. Kindle ends turn about 124 versus 107 plus day to day, so they're about even, with Kindle having probably a day advantage about right now. Drake's starting to even equalize down here. This medium tank still exists. Of course, Drake has forces up here. Kindle, not so much. Both sides of lack units. Of course, the stealth is nice, but going to strike 1 target per turn. As 17,000 in monies available this turn, or funds. Good strike there. Finish it off. Anti-air just stays into the forest. Couple mechs up there. Good booster strike there on the tank. The medium tank could take out the medium tank. Decides to fall back to the forest, trying to get back to a property to get repealed or repaired. Anti-air, artillery, infantry. Got multiple tanks being reinforced by Kindle. No anti-air over here to deal with the battlecopter. It's way back here. Artillery gets a great strike there. Battlecopter finished it off. Takes out... Does not take out the tank. Anti-air will take it out. Kindle has an Urban Blight available, which a boosted strike of a 2 elf medium tank into the anti-air is possible. Can't say it's a great idea though. So I think the medium tank is just done for at this point. Might as well get what value can get out of it now. Got another medium tank back here. Urban Blight can be brought on in. Drake ends turn of 127. Kindle starts the turn of 123 on the field plus day to day. So it's back down to day to day with Kindle having a slight advantage, I would say. Good strike there. Finish off the infantry unit. Infantry. Stealth. Not being aggressive. Making small movements overall. So the stealth is over defensive. Does get trapped by the recon there. Medium tank does manage to fall back to property. Trying to wall it in. But of course there's avenue for the battlecopter to push straight forward. Which it would be out of range out of the anti-air if it goes right there. My apologies. Battlecopter gets strike onto the tank. And onto the tank. So the anti-air should be able to get some good work done from onto one of these battlecopters. Artillery piece pushing forward in pretty good position. Got another infantry tank and battlecopter. Good number of tanks reserved right now for Drake. He is trying to pull ahead. Brings back this infantry unit there with the APC. Takes out that unit, no problem. Does get the stealth resupplied, but not being aggressive enough. Maybe we gotta send it down south. Front switch the stealth. It can be resupplied with the APC in transit. Pops Urban Blight at the end of the turn, which just trying to whittle down, trying to interrupt this capture likely. Right now she does have a slight income advantage, but ever so slight, which suggests to me there's a neutral property somewhere. Or just captured this one, I should say. Should fly down to 20. Get back 20. Ends the turn with 13,000 bank as well. She may be eyeing for a bit more valuable asset, maybe another stealth. Tank does go down to tank. Finish off some of these outlying units. Property will be captured next turn. Kindle may want to make sure this stealth is next to an APC or black bolt at the end of next turn, since chance of a tsunami is likely. Tank may be able to take out this medium tank. That'll start with turn 33, so a mega tank could be possible. I think a mega tank would be too slow. Resupplies the stealth, push away forward. Still does not spot a fighter because there simply has not been one. Gets trapped on that tank. Tank's creeping the way forward. Neo tank. I think a Neo tank may be a good idea. Quick enough to get over here. Takes another strike from the artillery piece. This artillery piece has been very effective. He may pop the tsunami in turns. There's a fighter. Get some decent power charge there. Kindle's starting to lose quite a bit over here. Instead of 165 versus 144. So Drake is starting to pull ahead. Has 22,000 bank. Booster strike there. Knocks out that tank. Neo tank push way forward. Booster strike there. Gets on some of these units. Gets trapped on artillery piece of the battlecopter. Not great. And Kindle does resign. I suppose with a flank pretty much being lost down south. I think she could have pulled it around, but decides to surrender. Is angry, saying, "Thank you for watching," and on to the next replay.